Good morning, everybody. All right, so the Gothic door texturing is now posted. It took 2 videos to do the door completely, modeling and texturing. That's got to be a record for me. So the door and the window are on display at the end of the video. And as much as I would love to go on and do more of the Gothic stuff, I will do that down the road. But for the time being, big trucks coming by. For the time being, I'm going to start working on more requests. And the next one could be a rather intensive one. I was asked to do some more Red Dead Redemption stuff. And I can't remember if the individual was looking for an outdoor scene. Not that I can necessarily do much of a scene, or an indoor. So I'm going to have to ask that person. Or if they're coming by to this video, maybe they can comment, because I did get some reference images from that person and looking at, I did the outdoor of the sheriff's office, right? And looking at the indoor stuff, there is a lot. A lot of those props are going to be farmed out to other art companies to make them, as opposed to one person or in-house doing everything. And so for me to do an indoor scene like that, first of all, the modeling and texturing is top tier as opposed to what I could do, and then just actually doing my own thing would be quite intensive. So I might have to focus on a little corner of the room, or just a few props and a few textures. So I'm not quite sure. So what I need to say to you is, as much as I love to post every night, or maybe at the most every second night, this is going to take some time to figure out. First of all, I got to look at the references, and I always got to ask myself, maybe you do the same, like, is this doable? Do I have the skills to do this? And then I got to say, if I think I have the ability to do this, how am I going to do it? So let's say I see a lamp. I got to say, okay, how could I do this? Going to use the spin tool and that, and then, it's got this part on it. How am I going to do that? And then I got to look at the table and the chair and the window and the painting, and I go, well, there's no way I can really do a painting unless I do some AI, or I steal an image somewhere to put in as a painting, or I just make it black or something. So the thinking of how I'm going to do this before pencil even goes to paper, or mouse on screen, or whatever, and then sort of blocking it out, and that whole process. So I think it's going to be a little while to do something like this. It's a little different than someone saying, can you just model a scuba tank? I know that's the easy stuff, but for some people, if you're a beginner, you're already saying, how am I going to do this? And then I could show you how to do that, and I could feel good about myself, like, okay, we got something done, and this is not hard for me, and we can get a nice product out of it. But something like this is, and this is why I get asked stuff like this, because some people, go, okay, look, man, I did a scuba tank 2 years ago. I'm ready for some real stuff. And it's just a question of, am I ready for some real stuff? And I'm excited to give this a try. It's always a challenge when I get a request, because it's not something that I would necessarily choose, because the stuff that I choose is going to be something that I know how to do. I don't want to look like a fool. So in this case, I sort of put myself in a corner, and I better know what to do. And so you'd think, why is there pressure involved with this? But there is. So yeah, I don't really exactly know what I'm saying. It's just the fact that it's going to take a little while to do this, and get a product. So please be patient in terms of waiting for me to post the first video, which might come soon. I might look at it and go, you know what, this is not going to be too bad. Let's get blocking this out right now, and maybe there's a couple items we can model right off the bat. So we're going to see. So I don't know how it's going to go, but that is what's coming up. Some Red Dead Redemption. I hope And I hope you'll tune in as well. These are not just quick tip blender videos like you might get on some channels where you get exactly what you want, like a piece of candy. This is the process, and this is what I always wanted to do on my channel. I do some tips and stuff, but I always wanted to do more in-depth videos where I went through the process with you. I'm not an expert at it. This is just what I do. But I always found that was kind of lacking, at least early on when I was on YouTube and watching and wishing that someone would go through the whole process of how they start off, how they plan it, and how they do it all. And so that's what I hope to do for you. So I hope you'll tune in, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks so much.